Welcome to JeffMan316's next movie hunt video.
Let's go, baby!
Let's get out there and have some fun. What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Yeah, what are we waiting for? We're starting in Walmart. This is the Walmart that's got a little toy section up front. Not sure why. They got a Hot Wheels set there. They got this Star Wars set. Holy shit, $52?
That's too fucking high!
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put one of those bumpers in here right now. No reason that it should cost that much. Damn. Here's a little clearance section. Look, that's a clearance one. $6. This was not a clearance one. 15 down to 13? Really? What the fuck, dude? That's a nice, cool little Grogu bounty hunter. Look at there. Poster. There's clearance like The Office. And they got some Godzilla. This stuff is not very clearance today. This Walmart has had some stuff before. I bought some John Cena figures clearanced one time. Like really cheap. That set. This is not the best prices for clearance. Let's get out of this section. So in the main toy section, Skibbity, whatever that toilet shit is, there was actually somebody looking at that stuff a minute ago. Look at this. The prices of toys are outrageous, man. $50 is clearance. Really? You got to be fucking kidding me. I'll just put that in there myself. G.I. Joe stuff, Masters of the Universe. And now, I'm going to tell you, if they clearance that car there, I would get it. $75 for that set. And no WWE Elites. They got some superstars. This is pathetic. Yeah, somebody was actually looking at this right here. So they clearance that Skibbity toilet down to $15. I wouldn't pay $15 for it. I wouldn't pay $1 for it. What is with that shit? We're going to sneak up on the movies. Let's see what they got in here. So they got the Mortal Kombat 2 on DVD is $17, $23, and then they got a nice slipcover version. That looks pretty cool. For $27.96. Devil Wears Prada. They got the Blu-ray, $25. I know there's a 4K of that. Is God Good and Pressure and then the Gray. Why are these only on DVD, but this shit Desert Warrior with the dime store Captain America gets a Blu-ray release? But at least they do have Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. That's the slipcover version, obviously. It's unrated. It's got that one bonus scene is the only extra. They still got Obsession. And look, Obsession with no slipcover. So, got Scream 7. Normal. The Mummy. Why is Walmart some of these big movies only stocking DVDs? That's ridiculous. Now, this store's got a huge movie section. Or physical media section. There's that Office Superfan set. We didn't get to look at it. The last store had it in a spider wrap. Superfan extended episodes. So they do have the Untouchables, Crawl, Child's Play, all 3 seasons of Mandalorian, Hunt for Red October. Lots of good steel books in this Walmart. Warcraft. What's down here? Nothing I need to see. Let's move over to this section. The Land of Sometimes, Night Patrol, The Mortuary Assistant. I got that on Blu-ray, but look, that's a really nice embossed slipcover there, or whatever you want to call it. What's this? Oh, okay. We've already seen that before. They got Welcome to Derry still, Primate. I'm going to just give it a quick glance over. I like to show you this Walmart is stacked. They got a lot of Asylum titles.
Yeah!
Mercy, Shelter, Zootopia, that's just the Blu-ray. Got Bambi, The Reckoning. Predator Wasteland, check out my review of that on the channel. You can pick it up at Valoria Video. They got the slipcovers. I'm not going to bore you with that. I'll give you a quick glance at it. They did restock Jaws in here. They had sold that out. Obsession. And Conjuring is in a case. I don't know why. And nobody's going to buy The Mummy without the slipcover in this section anyway. Superman down there without a slip. And then this section, it looks like television. Big Bang. Baywatch. Alf is 35 now. All in the Family. SEAL Team. You don't see that one every day. Major Crimes. And what's next over here? Bestsellers. Really? Game of Thrones. I guess that is a bestseller. A lot of anime. Dragon Ball Z. Got Jag down there. This stuff is too high for DVDs. One Piece. The Hobbit. What's over here? Are these bestsellers? I guess they are. Mostly DVDs of Disney stuff. Hey, those are good deals there. The 2-volume collections of Chippendales and Goof Troop. Animaniacs. The Peanuts, and then This Is America, Charlie Brown. I don't think that This Is America is included. Any of that stuff's included in that set. Never Ending Story. Got She-Ra, Tom and Jerry, Fresh Prince for $36. This is just a hodgepodge up in here. They got a Tim Burton 9-film collection for $40. This is pretty cool. That's the new Looney Tunes stuff from HBO Max. Superman. Regular Show. I love Regular Show. I keep forgetting there's new episodes. Look at this. Look, I just want to show you. Look how much physical media is in this store.
Yeah! Yeah!
And this is just a random hodgepodge of stuff down here. $5. Stranger Things randomly down here. $130. That's the Blu-rays, I'm assuming. You can get Stranger Things for half price in that Arrow video sale. It's part of Barnes & Noble. We'll go in Barnes & Noble. I can't get it back in the hole. Not a lot else right here. What's next? Some movie collections like John Wayne for $15. The Smashing Machine. What is this? 24 movie love stories. Oh my God. Don't show this to my wife. Are these Hallmark movies? I don't know what the hell they are. 24 movies for $20. Got Ted down there. What's in this next section? Some horror stuff. Mostly DVDs up there. We do have Art the Clown. We got this Ring set. $55 from Shout. We got Hostel. Did you know there's a Hostel 3? A lot of people don't know that. Friday the 13th. This is a nice little horror section. Got a lot of shark movies down here. Black Demon, $5. Got an Arrow Frankenstein title randomly in here. Not sure why. Got the Humpty Dumpty collection there. 3 movies. Then we got movie collections. Speaking of that, Kill Bill and Jackie Brown with a slipcover. You can still get that with a slip in here. Not much else right there. And then over here in the collectibles, they do have this Catwoman figure that's ripped all to hell. See, somebody tried to fucking open it up because they got it closed. Why in the world do you have this thing taped up? That's probably an awesome Catwoman figure that I can't even look at because the box is sealed on both ends. Ridiculous. Art the Clown stuff. Not much else there. And this, I'm going to just give this a once over. They do not have any NECA figures in here of the new ones, like horror figures. They got that bobblehead of the Nun, but this is where all the NECA would be. They do have the movie Maniacs of the Godfather and Gladiator. We got some Spawn. Got some Batman. Batman 89 is the only one worth getting. I do like that Brainiac figure there. Dragon Ball Z. We got some tired ass Pops. Look at that SpongeBob all smug. I love that. I love that pose anyway of SpongeBob. They do have a $5 bin, an actual bin. Look, there's that 4 movie set we've seen. My wife's like Paw Patrol. Get the fuck out of here. The Burbs, Spider-Man No Way Home. At least that's got digital. Everest. What is she showing me? The Smurfs? No, the Smurfs, the old animated series is cool, but not that. Sick. I'd reviewed that on the channel. Not as good as I hoped. What else we got? Ultimate Disaster. Tom and Jerry. Oh my God. We don't want The Rock. We don't need The Rock. That Jumanji trailer, that new one, does not look that good. What do you guys think? She's over here trying to convince me that it's going to be great. Borderline, really good movie. So, I'm getting out of here before my wife tries to convince me to buy a movie. I found this weird clearance section. Look at this. This shit here was at the Dollar Tree. Cruella with a slip, $18. The Surfer, $7.50. What is this randomness back here? Some of the stuff's regular price. We got Encanto with a slip for $25 for a Thor DVD. You got $33 on that Expendable Steelbook set. $7 on Coming to America. I reviewed that on the channel. It's garbage. Look at this. Lords of Dogtown, $6 for the Steelbook. Might have to scan that and make sure that price is right. So you got 2 Steelbooks there on clearance. All right, let's get into Target and see what we can find. Looks like they moved a lot of stuff around. This is where the wrestling stuff used to be, because I walked right up on it and it's not here anymore. There's that Queen figure from Masters of the Universe a lot of people were looking for. Look at that. Jeff the Land Shark. Doctor Strange. Captain America. More Jeff the Land Shark. He's fucking cool. He's got to be cool, right, with a name like Jeff.
La 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 la. I am not listening to Jeffrey, but he's still talking.
This figure, the card on this one is a monster, man. It is fucking huge. And I know a lot of people probably don't like my style of hunting, but oh well. Got a Batman figure up there, and I rub people were a little bit raw, but that's my style. I'm not going to change who I am. Look there, we got some bling bling. Should I get that to wear it in a video? So here's some wrestling figures. Looks like they got the remnants of the Legends. A lot of scalpers in my area. So we got Tito Santana, Triple H, Crush, Bull Nakano. In that setting, you can build a diamond stud. You guys know who the diamond stud is? Put that in the comments down below. Who played the diamond stud? Trivia time with Jeff Man 316. Here's the Ballers. There's a little display there. Look, I should try to get that. Somebody was trying to sell that on eBay. That's the rares right there. A couple of them. I'm going to buy one more of those. We'll unbox it at the end. Because I was able to figure out a way to find the special ones in there. Or at least try to find. Baby Sisters. Look, what? Why is that book laying there? Empty shells everywhere. Oh my God, my wife is finding a Big Mac slime burger. No, thank you. Then they got this end cap randomly with some pops on it. So they moved all their pops onto an end cap. They are restocking. So maybe we'll be able to find something this week. NECA related finally. They got all these little mystery figures. They got a Godzilla plushie. No thank you. Batman. My wife likes peanuts. So what's in that? Collect them all. That's those bag clips. They're not worth the money. So they haven't filled the shelves up. See, a lot of them are empty. But oh, my wife used to love Munchie Chi. Check it out. It's Sesame Street and Munchie Chi mystery figure pouches. Look, there is the end cap. This is where the NECA stuff should be. So there's that Savini, Jason. There's the Terrifier Thanksgiving. They do have the shitty Godzilla stuff, but no NECA in my future. So let's see what else we got other than all this vinyl that nobody's buying. And so on the way out, look, they got the Donkey Kong set, Mario stuff, Sonic stuff, a giant Pikachu. What in the hell is this thing? Oh my goodness, nightmare fuel for kids. And then Legos. Oh man, they do have this. They've moved everything around. I didn't even know this section. I mean, the turtles are on a totally different aisle now. They got a G.I. Joe turtle crossover. Look at Paw Patrol. It's making all this noise. I'll get the sound turned down. Look, that the Commander Shredder is pretty cool. Cobra Commander Shredder. That's a good crossover. I like that one. So we're missing a turtle, it looks like. But oh well. Look at all those different characters they're going to have. That's a neat crossover. Holy shit, they even got the vehicles. Damn, man. Lots of turtle crossover stuff. And here's our buddy. Look at that from my office. All right, we're going to go from Target into Barnes and Noble. I got to hurry across here. So the Arrow 50% off sale is going on. And I think, is there anything else? I don't think the Criterion sale is happening, but my store doesn't have Criterions anyway. My wife was nice to open the door since I'm recording. All right, the first little shelf over here is some sale stuff. Everything looks like it's got a sale sticker on it. 20% off or $10 bargain titles. Still 50% off a normal 4K. The Carpenter's Son is 50% off. Some stuff 20% off. Back to the Future's 30. Still got some Radiance titles. Still got that Pusher set. More Radiance. Romancing in Thin Air. Sympathy for the Underdog. Ping Pong. I think that's new. That's a new title. I'm not interested, but I thought I would show it. And what other ones? These are the same ones or new? That might be new. That looks kind of neat. Huh. So they have added some new Radiance titles. Get some Criterion titles up in here. What is this one about? Is that a golf? That looks weird. Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever seen that. They got Michael over here on the end cap. There's the 4K. They got the Mummy. You got the Blu-ray. You got the 4K. You got the DVD. Obsession 4K. Not on sale. $40 damn. You got to be kidding me.
And a price that is just too high.
And then let's just give the regular aisle a look. I like to check and see what sales prices are on things. One of you guys commented about how expensive it is. I mean, it is a brick and mortar store, and most of the stuff is retail price, suggested retail. And this is a small store in a rural area. In Armageddon, why does that not have a 4K already? And I think the commentary you can only get on the DVD of the Criterion. But I will give them credit. When they have 40 and 50% off sales, you can get stuff cheaper than some of the online retailers. So what else we got? Flintstones, Steelbook, Fargo, The Eye. I like to just check and see if I see anything new. Eraser, only 20% off. See, when it's 20% off, there's no reason to buy it in here. It's too expensive. But once you get to about 40 and 50% off, you're good to go, man. It's probably cheaper than like Orbit and places like that. Day of the Dead stuck in a damn spider case. Can't get the shit in and out of the shelf. Whoever invented their spider cases should be shot. Remember when Dante's Peak 4K was like a really hard to find title? Who's looking at the DVD of Jeremiah Johnson? The Joker with a slip. King Kong, guilty pleasure there. Pick that up, 50%. I mean the 50th anniversary sale. That's a good movie, turned out to be. I'm not a huge Western fan, but I like some movies. I think it probably a lot of it depends on the actors. Let It Ride, dude, $10. You need to get that movie. It is good. It is funny. Lost City's one of those $10 4Ks. Don't forget, a lot of Paramount $10 4Ks up in Barnes and Noble. It's another reason to come in. Remo Williams, 40% off. That's a good deal. The Mechanic. A lot of people don't know that's that movie with Jason Statham was a remake of that movie there with Charles Bronson. I'm trying to avoid setting the alarm off this week. Scream, they got all the different versions of it. What do we got? Riddick. I was listening to an interview with Ving Rhames. Vin Diesel. Sorry, I'm gonna leave that in there. There's Reanimator. Where's the Bride of Reanimator? But he was talking about he was trying to get the rights back from Riddick, so he had to do that cameo in Tokyo Drift, and they gave him the rights to the Riddick franchise so he could make the next movie. So what do we got? Overlord. There's a steelbook of that coming out though. But if you want it in 4K cheap, $10, that's the way to go right there. Not seeing too much down there. What's this? No. Oh well, let's get out of this section. Let's see, we got some cheap Constantine and the 4K. Coneheads. Castaway. I don't guess we'll ever get a 4K of that. Damn Disney. Bastard! Not a whole lot else here. Hang 'em High. That price is high. The History of Sound. I've never seen that. Some A24. Nashville. Naked Gun. My Cousin Vinny. They got Mortal Kombat. 30% off. There's the 4K. There's the original movie Steelbook. So they don't have the Steelbook. The Steelbook was a Walmart exclusive, right? Yeah, that is right. Oh, yeah, man, I forgot. I almost forgot about this stupid-ass story I've got to tell you guys about my pre-order of that thing. Soylent Green, there's the Blu-ray of it. That should be in the Arrow section. Maybe I'll take that over there for them. I always organize their movies for them, and you guys talk about how I leave stuff in such a mess. So this is the Arrow section. There's Stranger Things. So we got the regular 4K set. And it'll be half price in here now. So, and then there's the deluxe 4K set. So how much is that? So like $270. So it'll be like $135. Then they got Robin Hood down there. And then there's your A24 stuff at the bottom. But up here, let's see what they got. Marlowe's good. Evil Dead Rise is good. Wild Style was okay. The Cell, that's a Radiance title. Torso's good. Carlito's Way. A lot of good choices for Arrow stuff if you haven't picked it up yet. Look, there's the 4K of Soylent Green, and I had the Blu-ray over there. This was fairly new, Red Sun. 50% off. So look, I'm putting out some of the newer stuff where people can see it. Creepshow 2, but it's spider wrapped. So look, right up here there's a sign. I'm gonna arrange this stuff for them. They need me in here trying to sell their stuff. Look at there. The Stranger Things stuff needs to be up here with the fucking sign. Look, 50% off. And so over here in the TV stuff, they did stock. Look, there's season 1 of the new Doctor Who. Look, season 2, where's the slipcover at? I hate when there's no consistency with that. It's ridiculous. And I don't really see a whole lot else. There's some Doctor Who down there. I should pick that up and put it up at the top, but I'm lazy now. I've already done all the rearranging for them. And in this section, this will be the last section we look at on the way out the door. Looks like they got the same stuff as last week. Texas Chainsaw up there. Magnificent 7. And then you got your retro slipcovers over here. And I think there's a couple new ones getting ready to come out. There's some of my favorites. Happy Birthday to Me. They did get Opportunity Knocks with one. So, all right, I did buy one of those Ballers at Target. We're going to go to the vehicle after this. We look online. So stick around to the end and watch me unbox that too. So what's up, everybody? We're looking online to see what came out this past week. You know, I realized that in my movie haul video, I got a little ahead of myself. I usually try to do releases in that haul that come out the previous week, because it takes me a while to get some of my pre-orders in. And it also, my stores don't stock stuff usually. But either way, good example of that was that Kill Bill. I showed that in the last haul video, so you won't see that again. But you get two versions. You get the slipcover version, Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. We actually saw that in Walmart. And then Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. That's the Lionsgate Limited one right there. Check it out in my last haul video. I do show that. So you won't see that moving forward. You do get Stranger Things, the complete series. There's a 4K. There's actually 4 options. There's a 4K deluxe set, a Blu-ray deluxe set, and then you get a 4K and a Blu-ray standard set that doesn't have all the swag. So the one without the swag is pretty bland right there, the little black over there on the edge. But black cover, no pictures, nothing. In the middle there, you get Soylent Green. That's another one I showed last week because it's going to show up in the hunt this week. So either way, sorry I got ahead of myself. There's just so much coming out now and so many pre-orders and so many issues that I've had. I'll talk about that in another video of just fucking pre-orders not coming in on time, things getting damaged. It's too much right now, man, to even think about as a collector slash movie physical media collector. But either way, there's the standard version of the Mangler that came out from Vinegar Syndrome. That's another subject that I could talk about. Vinegar Syndrome. I hate supporting Vinegar Syndrome. Their shipping sucks from their site. But either way, Night Watch 4K. There's the slipcover version of Mortal Kombat 2. There's also a steelbook you'll see coming up. Human Lanterns and Macabre 4K releases. The Outfit was another one that I showed last week in my haul video. I shouldn't have because it didn't come out to this week. But either way, that's a great movie with Robert Duvall. The Stephen Chow collection. Lionheart 4K. I've ordered that. Not sure if it's going to show up in time for my next haul video. But if not, I'll show it later. It's some reason it's just taking a while to get here. Threads 4K, that was an interesting release from Severin. We've been talking about some movies that I like when I recommended my Criterion collection about the Cold War and the devastation of a possible nuclear war. That's another one of those films, like The Day After, Testament, Threads. New York, A New Love in Tokyo. That looks weird. There's your Mortal Kombat 2 Steelbook right now. There's 2 ways to get it. One, it's a Walmart exclusive in the U.S., but there's a UK release. I'm doing a separate video about that. Don't worry about that. The films of Hashu Sato, whatever, how you pronounce that. That's volume 4. Pressure gets a 4K release. I haven't watched that yet. Has anybody seen that? Is that worth purchasing? I'm not doing as many blind buys of that type of movie unless somebody recommends it. Devil Wears Prada 2, I have zero interest in watching that fucking movie. So I'm not even going to talk about it. There's the standard edition of Explorers 4K. South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Pretty groundbreaking back in the day when it came out. I've already got the 4K. I'm not going to get that Steelbook unless I can find it like super cheap. Pillow Talk gets a 4K release from Rock Hudson and Doris Day. Voices of Desire. Without Apparent Motive, Ninja Zombie. I would get that just for the fucking cover. Look at that. Epic cheese. anything that moves. Hyperspace 3D is something that looked interesting to me. Crime Wave gets a Warner Archive release. Deadly Blessing, a pretty forgotten Wes Craven movie, gets a 4K release. The Lustful Turk and Jezebel, that's a cool looking double feature there. Overlord gets a cool looking 4K steelbook. Cream Creole with Elvis Presley gets a 4K release. End of Watch gets a standard release. I think it already had a 4K steelbook. There's your regular release of In the Mouth of Madness. In the Gray, no clue why that didn't get a 4K release, but I think that's a Prime movie, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm not going to go look it up. There's probably your Stranger Things Blu-rays. Larry Cohen Mystery and Misdirection set. I think that's from some TV stuff he did. Tornado 4K. There's your Blu-ray of Mortal Kombat. Undying. I have no clue what that is. The Other French New Wave Volume 2. I don't know about that. Didn't know about Volume 1. Violator. Happy End. Anybody know anything about that movie? That just looks, the cover looks weird. Soylent Green. There's the Blu-ray. Lucky, a movie that I covered a long time ago. I think I reviewed it on the channel when I was big into Shudder stuff. So check that out. That's a pretty good movie. I like it. Lupin the Third. We saw that in Walmart. A Disco Italiana. The Devil Wears Prada. There's a Blu-ray of that. Devil Wears Prada 2. Blu-ray in the 4K gets a different cover. I don't think the 4K has a slipcover. Somebody was complaining about that. The Keyhole. The Cat City Collection, Law and Hardy, Come Back to Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean. That was released by Vinegar Syndrome as a cinematograph release. Relentless VHS retro slipcover. I like that they're releasing those. I don't like the price point, but I'll probably get that. Is God Is looked very interesting in the trailer. I might want to see that. Crimson Gold, Dark Valley. Some Randolph Scott there with Colt 45. A Game for Six Lovers. Drive Back. I don't know anything, but that looks kind of interesting. Drive Back. Dead Hunt. The I Love Lucy 75th anniversary of the show, the complete series on Blu-ray. I heard there was some issues with the last release on Blu-ray. Maybe some AI upgrading. Maybe some audio sync issues. Hopefully that fixes that. Nine Demons Visual Vengeance. The Arrival from the Darkness. No clue about that one. Ping Pong. That's a Radiance release. We saw that in Barnes & Noble. Lily Turner. Suburban Mayhem. I think it's an Umbrella release. I've got that. Happy Hell Night. The Serpent's Kiss. Music Machine. The Boys in the Band 4K. Mickey and Maude. I will go ahead and tell you I've ordered that. For some reason it was delayed, as everything else gets delayed these days. It should come in any day now. Brit Noir Collection 3. Scream Dream. That's a cool cover from Visual Vengeance. Nintendo Quest 64. No clue what that is. Devil Wears Prada gets a re-release. Lauren. A lot of Visual Vengeance this week. Descendant. Some anime. Miss 45 gets a standard release. The Gits. No clue what that is. Some anime. Walk a Tightrope. Some Howard Hughes. The Paper Season 1. From the makers of The Office, I guess it says there. Well, damn, it's a lot of shit coming out this week. But I don't know whether it's any good or whether it really is shit. Let me know. I'm not going to talk about any of that. Year in the Field. The Cop in Blue Jeans. Damn. Some anime. Pressure, the Blu-ray. Deadly Blessing. Desert Warrior. Why did that get a Blu-ray release in Walmart and some other movies didn't? Girls Last Tour. And then Look Ahead. Anything good? Nope. So a lot of catalog stuff this week. TV stuff. Stranger Things obviously is the big release of the week, along with Mortal Kombat and Kill Bill. So let me know in the comments down below what you picked up. And otherwise, let's close out this video. And I will tell you, watch the ending because I'm going to unbox something in the ending from the truck. Something really cool. So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter. And there's Stephanie. She's in the car with me. We did a little hunt today. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And we're going to do an impromptu unboxing while I'm in the truck. So I bought one of those WWE Ballers. And I'll just go ahead and tell you in my video, the reason I bought this one, if you listen, there's very little shake. So either it's a regular one that's got multiple of those little things that they pack in stuff for freshness, whatever you want to call them, the silicone packs, or it's an actual special one. So let's get this thing open and see what we got. All right, I'm going to let Stephanie crack it open. Let's see what's inside. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Don't look at the little card thing yet. All right, one of those packs is bigger than the other one, the one that's got the figure in it. Crack it open and let's see what we got. Who is it? Oh, it's the Undertaker. So it's the special Undertaker version. Wait a minute. Is this the... Hold on a second. Holy shit, that's the one that's 101 and 100 and whatever. 20.
Here's a piece. This is
Holy shit, that's the big special edition version. It's got the belt. We did it. We found one in the store. The ones that are 1 and I think 120. Get the little piece of paper thing right there. Let's look at that. Holy shit. Can you believe that? Little impromptu unboxing. I'm nervous. I can't open it. Yeah, look. That's the super rare ones. I think it said on the box the super rares are like 1 in 120. So damn, you get the Undertaker. You get a little stand that's got his name on it, and it actually has his logo that's in color. You get the card, you get his symbol, and you get the belt, you get the sticker, and you get these little pieces of fire. I'll put it together and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, here's what he looks like on this little display stand. So you get the belt I put in his hand, you get the Undertaker in this pose with the special one, you get his stand. It comes with the little pieces of like the entrance fire that would come out, and then his symbol, and you put all that on the actual display stand. You get that sticker and you get that card. You can get a chair, you can get a table, and you can get the 2 belts. The belts only come with the super rares, or if you're like me and you get the box that you get from the store, it's got a belt in with that. But they don't have this Undertaker. I think you get Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Rhea Ripley, but you don't get the super rares. The super rares are Undertaker and Cena. That's awesome. Well, holy shit, I'm going to bring my wife on more hunts or whatever. We had some luck, dude. We found the super rare Undertaker Ballers in there. So, hey, I'm giving that a thumbs up. You give my video a thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the normal YouTube stuff. Maybe I'll do some special unboxings in the vehicle from now on to close out the video. So that is cool. I'm super stoked for that. I'll get them on display. So hopefully you guys keep supporting the channel. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and share, do all the normal YouTube stuff. Please support me any way you can. Hit the notification bell once you subscribe, and you'll know when I post new videos. So until next time, boys and girls, this is JeffMan316 and Stephanie. I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there and rest in peace.